you look like you need the PainPill? Hi, I'm Dean Bushmiller with Expanding Security. The PainPill is every Tuesday. This week it's Thursday for 3 minutes to find one thing that can make us more secure, make us better at our job, and make our job better for us. You can get a free class this week by going to the bit.ly PainPill 33. We got a problem, and this is a big problem for all of us. We actually have certificate authority failure at this point. A quasi-governmental public key infrastructure vendor, a Dutch vendor named Digital Notar, screwed up. They screwed up really big. They started issuing certificates for Google.com, CIA.gov, and Microsoft.com to people who shouldn't have had it. And they made a big mistake. Not just that mistake, but they made a lot of mistakes to compound it. Now, a lot of people have talked about this, and the bottom line is that these people are out of business at this moment in time. But what's worse is we actually found out about a critical browser flaw. What's even worse is this has actually happened before in March of this year. Nobody's paying attention to this stuff, and it's a big deal. So they're Dutch. I don't care. I don't buy or sell from the Dutch. Well, are you an Apple user? Do you use the Safari browser? If so, the Safari browser has a flaw in it where it doesn't always check the certificate revocation list. What that means is, even if the Dutch company did revoke the certificate, even if they did say it was a bad one, and reissue the certificates, your browser isn't checking. I know what you're saying. You're saying, so what? We're a Microsoft shop. We still don't care. Well, Safari is on the iPad and the iPhone. That's 150 million different people out there that have that particular tool. You've got to have one of these in your environment. It's probably sitting on your desk or it's in your pocket. The bigger picture is, from a certificate authority standpoint, I pay $400 every 2 years for a website certificate. Now that's no big deal compared to large corporations that may pay as much as $25,000 for a certificate so that they can sign their websites, all of the different ones they have, and their mail servers and all the mail that's going out, and issue certificates to their people. And you don't actually get anything for your money. There's nothing that you can actually touch except for a file. What are we really paying for here? Well, we're paying for trust. The certificate authority should verify that the entity requesting the certificate actually is who they say they are. Now, these evil people from a wrong place came and got a Google certificate for Google.com, and they actually issued it. They should be punished for that. The CA should actually coordinate with the other certificate authorities and look up things. For instance, if somebody says to you, hey, I'd like to go ahead and issue a certificate for ExpandingSecurity.com, maybe you should check in with the certificate authority first. Find out if somebody actually holds that certificate. I think that's a minimum business practice that I would expect my certificate authority to do. And if there is a compromise, I think that they should have the staying power to clean up. I mean, if I'm paying you $400 or $25,000 a year and millions of other people are doing this, I think it's kind of like an insurance policy. I don't think that you should have the right to bail out or go bankrupt. You've got to fix these problems. If you're going to go into the certificate authority business, plan on being in it for like 50 or 100 years, not just a couple of days. The responsible thing from a business standpoint is have a plan for the compromise. That's the certificate authorities themselves. That means that you actually understand the business and that things can actually go wrong. Now, somebody's going to say, this will never happen to us. And I tell you to go ask your certificate authority, and this salesperson's going to go, this will never happen to us. Well, it happened to Komodo in March of 2011. They told their customers, they revoked their certificates, they started over, and they did what a good company should do. From a policy standpoint, I think you should review the certificate practices statements of your certificate authority. And remember, a certificate authority is just a business. They're not above having a risk management or a risk assessment process inflicted upon them by your organization. Put it into your policy. Some action items you might want to think about are adding the certificate authority failure to your next business impact assessment. In other words, your person, your company that you buy from may have a failure. What will be the impact on your organization? Because it's a real possible thing. I think you should test all PKI-enabled processes and tools that you have. See if deleted, failed, or revoked certificates actually screw things up for you. You can get more pain pills by going to the youtube.com expanding security, or you can sign up at expandingsecurity.com/painpill. This week, come to our Friday 12:30 Central Time class, and we're going to talk about risk management. Be there 5 minutes before by going to bit.ly painpill33, and hopefully you don't need a pain pill until next week.